So let me move this out of the way. Let me move this out of the way. Close this. Minimize that. Okay, so we covered a number of different things here. And we talked about how to spot a triangle. And like there's one right in here. Let me get rid of these lines. Oh, let me see here. Okay. You see here we pushed up, made a high. Then we broke that high, pushed up. So now we've got a bit of an uptrend now. You see here, this is where it started. Here, we made a new high, a new high, a new high, a new high, a new high. And then on the pullbacks, we broke the old high. Okay, here we had a high. We had the pullback. We broke the high. Look right here. Here we have a push up. Here's our pullback. But now the push back in the new direction, the push back in the original uptrend, in order for this uptrend to continue, we have to close above this high. As you can see here, we did not close above that high. But as you can see here also, we made this pullback and we did not close below this low. And that gives you a clue that we are building a wedge. See, we couldn't make a new high and couldn't make a new low. And then as we talked about with the wedges before, if you measure the back of the wedge and we get a breakout of the wedge, that breakout should move about the width of the wedge. All right, and we'll deal with entries later. I just wanted to show you that that's a quick way of spotting the wedge is when you don't make a new high and you don't make a new low. It's a form of consolidation, a form of indecision. Okay? We touched on the price traps. Oh, we're on a different pair now. Okay. But we touched briefly on the price traps. Like here's one here. And again, with the price traps, it's location, location, location. Okay, where it occurs is what gives you the confidence and the ability to take advantage of it. Later, when we do indicators, we'll be able to add one indicator to the chart that can give you a decent confirmation. Okay? We talked about range-bound markets and how to find a range-bound market quickly. Here is a slightly angular range-bound market, and I'm just going to do this briefly. And again, we will review this tomorrow. And remember, this is a series of triangular moves. Okay, that's what creates a range-bound market. And what we're looking for is that first triangle. All right, this is angular, and I'm just going to draw these quickly, so don't take me to task. And this is a rectangular range-bound market, and again, you see the triangles. Okay, and again, I'm drawing it quickly, so I'm just trying to get the basic concept here. If I miss a triangle, don't beat me up. Don't call the Forex police or whatever. Okay? So you see that. We covered that. Normally you'll get 5 triangles before the breakout. And the breakout will usually be the width of the range. Okay? Same thing here. The breakout will be pretty much the width of this range on an angular consolidation. All right? These consolidations generally happen after a strong move in one direction or another. So in the 4 building blocks, usually after you have a strong move, you'll get one of these forms of consolidation. Okay? And as you can see here, this push down, you see we made a high. I wanted you to see this. We made a high. We made a higher high. We made a higher high. We made a higher high. Now we had a push down. Now on this drive back up, in order for this uptrend to continue, these guys had to get above here. They had to close above here, and they did not do it. But in order to make a downtrend, we had to close below here, and it did not happen. So here we did not make a new high, and now on the push back down, we did not make a new low. Once you see that, you can't make a new high, you can't make a new low, you know you have a wedge. Okay, do you follow me on that? And these things usually show up after strong moves in one direction or another. And this is how you can tell that the market is either going to drive farther down like it did here, or in many cases turn around on a dime and go back the other way. Now, what I wanted to cover were bull flags and bear flags today, but the lesson got a little bit long. But again, just to show you, this would be a bull flag. We're in an up market. It consolidates down in a channel. This channel is made up of triangles. I can't really draw them here because it's pretty tight. Okay, and in the bull flag and bear flag, we'll get into this tomorrow. This is the flag pole. This is the cloth in the flag. And then we're looking for price to break out and equal the flag pole. And we'll get more into that later. Okay? So if there are no questions, if you guys see something on a chart, take a picture of it and send it here. And when I have an opportunity, I will look at it and I'll shoot you back some feedback on it. Okay? So, what I want you guys to do, just for the immediate future, is to look for trade signals based on the information we've learned. And if you see some trade setups, shoot me an email and we'll take it from there. All right? And we did have one trade set up last Thursday, I think, that played out pretty well, was this one. I guess you saw that already. This one we called yesterday. We had a 10 pip, not yesterday, I think it was Thursday. We had a 10 pip stop, and this line was the second push down on the 1 hour chart. And let me squeeze this in. I think I put everything on the chart. Yeah. So the profit target from the 1 hour chart was 75 pips. We had a 10 pip stop. So that meant our risk reward was 7 to 1, 7.5 to 1. And we see that the profit was hit here. Yes, there are lessons next week, Phil. Okay, if there are no more questions, I am going to say so long. It's coming up on 11 o'clock, and I've got, the other part of my day to get to. And, a good thank you would be to tell your friends. Try to bring somebody in the room with you the next day, next time we get together. Okay, thank you, Phil, 919, Raul, Speaker Curry, Mark, Kimberly, Mike, thank you, Gene, thank you. I guess we have 2 Marks. Rob, 2, Daryl, Brishu, George, Medina. Hey, Medina, how are you? I didn't see you hiding there behind that plant. Smidos, Pip Thief, thank you. Hey, Oz. Oz, I spoke with Sam briefly yesterday, and I was supposed to call him back, but we'll get together. All right? Bill, Bull Hamster. Oh, Sam. Hey, Lewis. Hey, Sam. Thank you, guys, and we will do this again tomorrow. Okay? And as I said, bring a friend. That I would appreciate. Okay, guys, be well.